going on, everybody? Fall in at attention. You are locked into another episode of the Husker Army podcast, brought to you right over here by the, let me point over here, folks at Herd Hat Sports Network, and of course, everybody over at the Husker Army Facebook fan page. Make sure to go check them out. Right now, there's a deal, something going on. Matthew Malone, he's got to take care of something with the administration on the real one. So there's a fallback Husker Army Facebook fan page. I think it's called like 2024 or something like that. So go give it a join if you get the chance. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps us out a lot. Please make sure to leave a comment. We'll get back to you as soon as possible, as always, on those. Don't think I've ever missed one. I don't think. Not even the bad ones, which I don't give a damn. I'll send it right back. And then the other thing we got to let you know, that sweet merch. You guys hop on over to shop.herdhatsports.com. Check out the Husker Army podcast merch. We got the t-shirts, the dad and the trucker hats, the stainless steel tumblers, the coffee mugs, the beanies. Definitely in talks of hopefully adding some different items and maybe swapping one or two of them as well. Not the only colors and designs that those things come in, everybody, so you get a chance. Shop.herdhatsports.com. Become enlisted into the Husker Army podcast. All right, we got that crap out the way. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of it all. I'm your host, Brian Knutzen. With me, as always, former Husker wide receiver and multi-time national champion, Kenny Cheatham. Our recruiting guru, Mr. Matt Sass. Unfortunately, he is out of town today and could not join. And trust me, he was not real pleased that he couldn't, especially with who we got today, everybody. Former Husker black shirt and Super Bowl champion, Mr. DiCaprio Bootle. D, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing well. How y'all?
Hey, well, I'll let Kenny say how he's doing first. I'm sure his weather's a hell of a lot better than mine.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's all good out here in AZ, man. I wouldn't be dealing with what y'all dealing with up there. I'd be mad and angry and hostile dealing with that Nebraska weather. I don't do the cold, brother. So, nah, I'm good.
Last 2 days below zero. Today, finally above. Oh.
Yeah, you can have it.
Yeah, that's tough.
All right, D, I want to jump into this one quick because we were just talking about this off camera before we started. But, man, your time in the NFL so far, it's blessed. It really is. If you look at what you've been doing, Super Bowl champion with the Chiefs. And I got to show this picture. Who am I looking at in this pic here, D? Who we got in here?
Oh, we got Justin Reed, Josh Williams. Who is Melvin Ingram? I can't tell who else is in it, but yeah, me, and I'm center stage right there. Yeah.
I was trying to figure out who had on the tribal beads around their neck over there in the black shirt, because I watched enough WWE to know what those are anymore. The Samoan tribe chief necklace or whatever they call it. So, dude, what is it like to be a Super Bowl champion? I mean, there's got to be no better feeling. It's the pinnacle of an NFL career.
Yeah. I mean, like I was telling you, it's unreal. Some guys play 10, 12, 15 years, never touched
Dan Marino.
Yeah, some guys don't even really grace the playoffs until I play with players who in their 10th year was their first time going to the playoffs. So can't take it for granted at all. It's only one champion at the end of the day. And those moments that you get in that run and throughout the whole year, right? Because the run really starts August in training camp, maybe even before that, to be honest, like OTAs, off-season training, when you training on your own, everybody being accountable to their own work and then bringing it into the team, having the team become accountable to each other, and then, piggybacking off of that. And then just every week, just knocking down the problems, just figuring it out, problem solving, adding new schemes to the wrinkle, things that'll help you, and then just going the distance. Every week it's a new week. Getting into the playoffs runs, understanding the stakes of the competition, and then just ultimately just trying to be there at the end of the year. hoisting up the trophy, being the one celebrating on the field, because it's hard. It's hard to get there, and then it's even harder to get back if you don't win it. So definitely taking advantage of that, and just great.
Yeah, not everybody can be the Buffalo Bills back in the day, making it 4 straight but not winning one.
Yeah.
I don't mean to bring
That's
that up.
tough.
I'm sorry if whoever's a Buffalo Bills fan, but hey, it's a little piece of history I enjoy. So
Yeah, they'll be all right.
oh yeah, dude, they'll eventually get one. So
Nah, I mean their fans will be all right. The hell with the Bills.
Man, I thought you were trying to make peace, Kenny. Huh? Okay.
Nah,
All right.
violence.
I was going to say, we got peaceful Kenny today. Apparently, I was wrong, and that's okay. I don't mind one bit.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Kenny. Go ahead, man.
No, I was just going to say what DCap was saying. I think touching on football, especially on the NFL level, and I'm sure he can attest to this when I say some of these things, people don't understand how, I wouldn't say how necessarily hard the game is, because to me, if you ask me, the majority of the best players are in college football. When you get to that next level, it might be the way the coach likes how you do your drills, your personality. There's so many other factors on the NFL level. And it plays a part in why some players never get a chance to win a Super Bowl or aren't in the league as long. So for me, seeing you experience that so quick, I sit back and someone say, damn, does he know? I think he knows, but he's fortunate as hell to experience that so quick and so fast. Because like you said, there's guys 10 years, they've never been to the playoffs. I mean, it's just stuff like that I don't think people outside of I'll say fans who just watch it and support the team don't really pay attention to. And once they hear it from someone like you saying it, they can really say, oh, okay, it's not a given. So when you have a run like Kansas City has been having, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in Philadelphia, being in those positions, to be in Super Bowls and playing for them, that's unheard of. That's not normal. And with the changeover in players because of the way free agency is and all of these things, you're generally not coming back with the same crew, except for maybe at certain positions.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's not like a college like when Nebraska, Alabama, and all these teams are coming back with that same crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pre-NIL. And you have the camaraderie of the same players coming in. You're just bringing in a couple younger guys to come in to add to the mix. So I think that's big, man. For people to hear you say that, they can get understanding and just think, oh, they're supposed to be there. Why aren't you in the Super Bowl? Because of the way they judge players. You know what I mean? The way they're hard on players.
Yeah.
It's not reality. They don't understand. I don't think they understand it.
Yeah. I would say even because you brought up a good point about having great players in college that definitely don't make it to the league. It's because when I think about it, big blanket statement, right? And there are many different reasons for these things, whether it's personal, political, whatever, right? But at the end of the day, football is very situational, right? Controlling your own situations in your life and things that you want to do, that's one. And then also, just being accountable to the situations around you as well. And just knowing, you might be the most heralded player coming out of high school, but you go into a situation where you got a potential first rounder and a second rounder in front of you. You know what I'm saying? And now you might have to wait a little bit longer. Now, today's landscape with NIL and the transfer portal and all that type of stuff, this is crazy, because I was in an era where if you want to transfer, you was going to have to sit a year. And, you probably still, even if you want to play immediately, got to write it, letter to the NCAA, and the success rate really wasn't high on that, right?
Yeah.
So they've opened it up to be able to, for you to change your situation and all of that. So I've seen a lot of good players who had the potential to be great, not necessarily become because of situation. You know what I'm saying? And then also knowing as well, it works all ways for yourself, organizationally, wherever. But understanding that, at the end of the day, really and truly, it's once you leave high school, it's a business.
Mm-hmm.
You as a player should be in the business of getting your degree. Um, just being accountable to yourself in the business of if you want to play pro football, doing everything that it is going to require of you to be a pro football player.
Mm-hmm.
And then also knowing that once you get to the next level, those things only magnify even greater, even bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And just understanding too that the people who everybody has an answer to somebody, and the people who you
Right.
answer to, they got a family at home, right? So
Mm-hmm.
they got to take care of their family. So you got to help them just as much as they got to help you. You know what I'm saying? So if the match isn't made and there's a disconnect, this is why you see a lot of players don't necessarily pan out, or why a guy can be in the NFL for 9-10 years and be going to the playoffs for the first time in that 10th year. You know what I'm saying? Because of everything that has to fall in line. So it's definitely I understood it early. It's definitely a blessing to be able to come into a great situation in a great organization like Kansas City, and to continue to have that continuity. And no matter where I go, I just try to remember and just remember where I started, number one, and then also remember the standards of the places that I've been, and try to just raise the standard in every room that I'm in, no matter what, whether that's um, helping guys out, whether that's helping the coach out, um, helping myself, just getting better. Just and that's really ultimately taking that and putting that into life as well. Like just waking up every day with a chance to just be better than who I was the day before. You know what I'm saying? And that's honestly how champions are made, to be honest. Just okay, now we just need to get better than we was before. Let's not make the same mistakes. Let's go ahead. Let's be accountable to our work, and let's make the strides to be the people who we say we want to be. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, definitely blessed for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
Makes sense.
Damn. Whoa. I honestly didn't think we were going to get that much knowledge today. Holy hell. Good God, man. So I got to ask, D, like, what's on the horizon moving forward? Because like I said, I saw that you had originally signed in 2025 in the summer with Detroit.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, injuries keeping you out of that. So what are we looking for going forward then?
Yeah. So signed with Detroit, ended up having an injury that sidelined me for the year. Ultimately, I'm healthy now, so thank God. Just had to take it one day at a time in my rehab, and not really rush the process, but I'm good. I'm firing on all cylinders. So just I'll be getting back to my full training, exactly how I do every year, knowing how to put that process in place and get after it. And I've got a couple teams right now who are in contact with me about playing next year. So
Yes.
definitely working towards that for sure.
If I could make one request, please try to stay out of Colorado. If I mean, if I could make just one request, please don't go
Hey,
play anywhere in Colorado, not
hey,
Denver.
if they start, if they
I get
call,
it. I get it.
hey,
I
it
know.
is what it
I know.
is.
It's the Husker in me, man. I
Yeah,
can't even step foot in that state.
but you know what my
I
heart always at though.
Oh, I know.
Come
No,
on
that's
now.
never in question.
Yeah.
Never in question. It'll just
Hmm.
be a Husker behind enemy lines. That's all it is. All right. So before we start talking about your time here at Nebraska and everything, I wanted to get a quick talk about what we got going on here.
Yeah.
Looking at the Bootle blueprint, and I'm going to leave this up for a moment while you're talking about it, so
Hmm.
people that might be watching, they can see this, they can get the information off of it. But what is the Bootle blueprint, D?
Yeah. So the Boodle blueprint is really it's something for everybody. Parents, players, coaches. I have a lot that I'm working on right now digitally, to be able to put out for people who don't necessarily have direct access to me as a player, or as a coach or a mentor, to be able to have access to me beyond just the physical, and just being able to share different tools as far as defensive schemes, defensive techniques, defensive breakdowns, film breakdowns, recruiting help for young players, skills development for youth players, and even general ball knowledge for the common fan. So I think that for me, one of the things that I've seen, especially in this past year, but something that I've always been noticing too, um, as a player, I've always been somebody that other players would gravitate towards and want to speak to. As far as how do I see certain schemes, or what should a technique be played like in order to win in certain reps? Because I try to learn from everybody, right? I try to put myself in the positions of other players, learn from their mistakes, as well as be able to pitch back mistakes back and forth between me and other players, and be able to talk to coaches about a scheme, and just thought process on how to call a game, all different types of stuff. Because one of the things I want to do when I'm done playing as well is become a full time coach as well.
That's what I was about
Um,
to ask you. I was wondering if that's what you
yeah.
were working towards on this.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, want to become a full time coach as well. So, I have a lot of and have had a lot of time within the past couple of months with being hurt, and rehabbing from my injury. And so I just was like, you know what, let me take the time to actually put it out there that, yeah, I can help guys. I can give guys, whatever they need in terms of help with football and all that type of stuff. I have a few other things that I want to do as well, digitally, and like with media as well, that I want to like funnel through just that. But it's a work in progress, just building it one day at a time. Rome wasn't built in a day, but
Mhm.
definitely an empire is coming for sure.
Oh hell yeah, dude! You've got a great outlook on everything, D. You seriously do, man. Like just your character, your just I guess the way you look at everything. You stay so positive about this, and that's funny to talk about because man, during your time here at Nebraska, weren't so much of the like best of times as far as record wise and football wise. So
Yeah.
I mean, to have that outlook, I mean, I guess it does kind of help you become a Super Bowl champion pretty quickly in your NFL career. That could kind of ease the sting of anything in the past. But let's go ahead and talk, man. Your time here at Nebraska,
Hmm.
you played in every single game your redshirt freshman year, and then you started every single game after that.
Yeah.
So it no surprise here. I mean, you were well sought after out of high school. So what was it like being here at Nebraska? I mean, the fans still love you. The fans loved your little brother. I mean, I guess we just love the Bootle family.
I guess so.
So, what was it like being here? I mean, I know it was during Frost time, and
Hmm.
then I do want you to touch on that 2020 season, man. That COVID season.
Yeah.
I gotta know how that felt and what it was just like going through that season.
Yeah. Well. I'll start with the COVID season.
Oh, go right
Um.
ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. That was crazy because obviously the whole world is in mass hysteria, and we trying to figure out what's going on, what we gonna do. Spring ball gets canceled in the middle of we getting ready to go to practice, and they telling us no, we're not practicing. Everything's getting canceled and shut down. So basically, just being in Lincoln, nothing really going on, and just in my apartment every day, just trying to figure out when it's good. I'm calling coach every day, like, hey, can I come back up today? Can I come back up to the stadium? And obviously they had to put their protocols in place in order for us to be up there. And even when we did get going, it was very weird, and it was a hard time. But I will say that they did an amazing job at taking care of us, making sure that we were fed every day. They had somebody, I'm not really sure exactly who it was or how it was, but that was making runs to the apartments of every player, or the homes of every player, and making sure that we were fed, and just getting our everything that we needed for real, whether it was we need water, food, snacks, whatever. So we were well accounted for
Damn.
at Nebraska. Yeah. And I understand, like, a lot of places can't do that. So
Yeah.
um that was big. for us. And once it did start to open up, we were obviously one of the first teams to go on account and go on record and say that we wanted to play.
Yeah.
Um,
And the
and
ridicule you guys got for that was ridiculous.
yeah, I mean, praise and blame all pretty much the same.
Yeah.
It's at the end of the day, it's all just noise. We really wanted to play football for our team, for the team that we had, for ourselves, for the state. And ultimately that's what we ended up doing. We ended up playing football anyway. So who's to say that it didn't work? You know what I'm saying?
What was it
Um,
like coming out for the home games and no fans, but you got the cardboard cutouts and everything? They filter in fan noise. What was
yeah.
that even like? Like, how do
Yeah.
you react to anything?
Now that part of it was different. It was like psychologically unlike anything else that I've been through, especially like being from Miami. Football, one of the biggest things, and like so there's always been people at a game that I played at. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm looking in a fan in some stands that can hold 90,000 people, and I could probably point out less than 100. So it's kind of
Wow.
like it was different. They pumping in crowd noise and it. I mean, but it really showed you who really love football, who really want to play football for real.
Amen to
Um,
that.
so for me, it was definitely a unique experience. I don't know how many people to be able to say in a couple years that they did that.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah,
so
that generation's starting to get phased out.
yeah, for sure, for sure, yeah. But even I was joking with my cousin. I was talking to my cousin the other day, and so the last game that we played was in Rutgers. It was at Rutgers, right? And they had like strict most other places that we went to. The families could come and just social distancing,
Okay.
right? Rutgers was nobody could be there. It was cold. I think if I'm not mistaken, the heater in the locker room had broken.
Mm.
So we were
No.
like in an ice box trying to get ready for the game. It was like freezing. There was ice on the sidelines. Like it was crazy. I told him, I said, bro, that felt like right there, like the last level of hell. Like I was, but with that, because that being my last memory of being in the Huskers uniform, um, there was something beautiful about it. Definitely understanding that, hey man, no matter what, like yeah, it was hard times while we were here. Like not winning very many games, having so much coaching turnover, just ultimately just not really to my metric to the state standard, not doing enough. And that leaves a sour taste in your mouth for sure as a player. But that was kind of like the culmination of everything that we've been through and just knowing like, hey man, look, we here, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good time. I remember when I was playing one time I was being interviewed and I gave a statement. Uh they asked me a question about having tough guys on the team or whatever and just really not winning too much. And I said, tough times don't last, but tough guys do. Tough players do.
Damn
Um,
right.
yeah. So for me, I feel like coming towards the end of it, just that was like okay, yeah, like I wear it on my chest. I put everything out for this team, for this state, and my heart gonna forever pump that red. So that was good for me. But in my time at Nebraska, to talk about my time in Nebraska. Um, Man, I loved it. I loved it, and it was different coming from Miami, coming to a slower pace of living, trying to
Oh.
navigate a different culture, having a culture shock of a first winter, or even being able to see the beauty in actually being able to see seasons change, like fall going into winter, going into spring. Just all these different things, embracing the outdoor culture. Because like we don't have no hunting culture in Miami like that, or like be able to go out on one of your buddy's farms and just
These are
just
things
kick
we
it and
take for
just
granted.
yeah, and those are things that I wish that today I was back in, So yeah, definitely. And then aside from that, just meeting all different good people, actually having, contrary to not winning as many games, actually having great coaches. And for whatever reason, there were multiple reasons why we did not win a lot while I was there. But
Oh yeah.
but definitely, I'm just every time I think about Nebraska, man, my heart is full. Like there's no place that I would. People ask me all the time, like, if you go back, if you could go back, would you still choose Nebraska? 100 times, yes. 100,000 times, like,
Damn.
yeah, 100%. Man, come on now. It ain't no better place. There's no better place, man, for real.
Good. So I guess, here down the road we can count on a generational Bootle coming up the ranks.
Oh, for sure, for sure. If I got anything to do with it, for sure. For sure. Yeah, man. Even because just being really tapped in down in the scene in South Florida, and just always having guys tap in with me and ask like, hey, how'd you like Nebraska? How'd you feel about it? All that type of stuff, and just telling them the real, like, hey man, it's gonna be some hard days. It's gonna be some days where you could wish that you could go to the beach, or all these different type of stuff. But there are also gonna be some days where more days where you understand how beautiful it is to be somewhere where you can really sit down and focus, find different things that you love, encounter people from different walks of life. Like just man, it's not it don't get enough respect, man. It don't get enough respect. And as I get older, the older I get, the more I even talking to some players that are there right now, who could tell me about their struggles and stuff. I'm like, yeah, hey man, I'm telling you, you don't appreciate it as much when you're young, but when you get older, you just realize, bro, this is truly a special place. Like, man, that's why every now and again, man, I just get overwhelmed with the feeling, because um I just like I tweeted the other day, like, man, 10 years ago I made a decision to come to Nebraska, and still the best decision I ever made. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that snowballed into me sitting here today, and being able to talk to you guys about winning the Super Bowl, and being able to talk to you about getting your degree in college, or just understanding everything. And yeah, I could go on and on and on, man. I could go on and on.
Yeah, see, Kenny, I know damn well Kenny can relate to the whole like the culture shock thing, the doing things in a less hectic city, the hunting, things like
Mhm.
that. Kenny, you talked about that quite a bit during your time here. You guys
Yeah,
would go hunting like on a whim.
go hunting and fishing. But my dad's from Texas, so I grew up doing all of that stuff. So it was
Yeah,
nothing new.
yeah.
But so I think for me, well, we already know. I don't know if DCap noticed, but hell no, I would have been at Miami. I would have been on the Canes. My mama nixed that, so we go let that slide. But
It's different. It's different.
yeah, I would have been on the Canes. But I think where it pulls a lot of guys' heartstrings when you get a little older and you leave is you got to remember most of us coming to Brown, we're 17, 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
We're kids. So
Mhm.
you're literally becoming an adult or growing into being a young man
Mhm.
in your formative years as a 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, whatever age you get there. So let's say between 17 and 19,
Yeah.
depending on if they held you back in school or not. So, but you think about it. So you're really growing, and you're growing with guys that you're with. But like I said, we're in a new era, but guys you're generally there with for 4 and 5 years.
Mhm.
So that's why you're thick as thieves, because you're coming in as kids together.
Mhm.
Like I always say, the guys you're close with, but not as close, but those are the ones are normally the seniors. But you think everyone else on down, you're normally there 3,
2 to 3, 4, 5 years with.
Yeah.
And you're there together and you're doing everything together. So, like for me, even though I despise Nicole with the utmost of everything, when I go back, I'm still like I'm home.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like when I literally hit the airport, I'm like, oh, I'm home. I know the air. I know the feeling. I know the way the sun goes down. I'm like, I'm home. I spent 5 years there. I was a kid. I was 17 when I touched Lincoln. I was a kid. I left. I was 22.
Woo.
So I mean, it's a calmness. It's the everyday living stuff when you're in the big city. Like DiCaprio from Miami. Now he sat up there and talked about they were going to the beach. I'm gonna call you. You know, you boys ain't going to the beach down there. Y'all running around in Carroll City, Liberty City, over there in Hallelujah and all that in Conk and all that. So don't be making it like that. Man, I know y'all get down there, man. I
keep it cordial. Keep it cordial.
Yeah, I didn't hit the Miami streets now, boy. Don't do that now. Don't do that. No, I get what he's saying. So, it's always, that's one of the main things you got to worry about when you're getting kids from the inner city is the transition. When you're used to a fast life, because Miami is a faster life, to get there, I think it helps with calming a lot of people down. And I think where a lot of people fall off is, for me, is if you're a busybody, you won't like it there.
Yeah.
If you're not a busybody and you're just cool with taking care of handling your business,
but hold on. But hold on real quick. I don't mean to cut you off, right? Because that's the truth. But if you serious about your goals and about your mindset and about your life and what you want it to look like, what are we talking about?
Right.
What are we really talking about? You know what I'm saying? And that's the hard part. Like people, like, man, you complaining, oh, it's boring, it's slow,
they're worried about the wrong thing. That's what I'm saying. They're worried about the wrong thing. And they struggle with that. It's like, and you know who to me does that the most? I find it outside of the sports realm for a lot of people. It's like when I hear people who move to Phoenix. We are the 5th largest city, soon to be the 4th.
Damn.
In the country.
Yeah.
I will hear someone from New York City come out here complain, oh, it's so slow. Oh, isn't it? You have a great job you just moved out here for.
Yeah.
What are you trying? You know what I mean? What do you need to be in the mix? So you're not, like DCap said, you're not worried about the right things.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what happened with a lot of kids when they go to college. They get into Nebraska and they, hey man, you suck that up. Now the cold sucks. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But if you got your goals and what you're trying to accomplish, you stick through that. You work through that. You get it done.
Hey man, as a freshman, I used to that alarm go off in the morning, man. The sun ain't up yet. I throw on that jacket. Now I don't got no car. I gotta foot it from one end of campus to the other end of campus, and the wind hitting, it's ice on the ground, and I'm just walking through like this, just I'm man, the wind cutting so bad, I'm turning around and walking backwards just so the wind don't hit me in the face. But I did it because I was on a mission. You know, either you serious about it or you not.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you know, if you want to be great, that's the perfect place to be great. Because what else is there? You know, obviously, yeah, you make your own fun. You, like I said, there's a lot of things to do. We talked about fishing, hunting, you know, whatever, right? It's a lot of things to do. It's a lot of fun to make. But if you're serious about your goals, that should be number one priority anyway. So, like I say, I don't know. I don't know.
So, might as well ask D, like, what are your thoughts on how today's college football is? I mean, the NIL, the transfer portal, you literally just missed pretty much all of that.
Yeah.
So what would be your take on it now? Obviously, there has to be better rules and regulations for NIL and the transfer portal. So what would you do in your mind to possibly make these a little bit better, make it a little more, I don't want to say a little more fair, because college football's always been a business. I don't care what anybody says. It's always been a business, always been about money and revenue. Now it's just out in the open.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's tough. It's so new. They trying to do new stuff every year. Some of the things that I hear, and obviously, like, I don't see the contracts. I don't know exactly
Yeah.
what they really look like. But I've in my time, just being around athletes and guys that are actually benefiting from NIL right now, I've heard some really good stories that I've been like, hey man, good for you. And I've heard a lot of horror stories, man, because you giving kids candy and they really, you're not telling them when to stop, how to stop. You're not, you're just throwing it out there, and then it just makes it hard. It makes it hard for the development of players who just, now they just thinking about the money. Man, I had this conversation with my little brother the other day. I had to tell him, like, man, listen, like, they giving y'all money. The bottom line, regardless how much you make or how much you don't make, hey, that's on the program. That's on what they value at, whatever. None of it's gonna matter if your technique ain't right on the field anyway, right?
Yep.
So you could take a year of making 300,000, or even if you're gonna make 500 or a million, and if it don't look right, it's not gonna be no longevity beyond that. That money right there is not gonna last you for the rest of your days anyway. So take the time to actually, try to find continuity in the system and learn the system and learn the techniques. So that way, when the people who do the evaluations for where you're trying to go, when they come looking at you, it looks the way it's supposed to be. Because now you're gonna start seeing a lot of guys that aren't developed, basically go to the NFL and just not last, not even pass the training camp,
Mhm.
because it's not gonna be nothing that those guys can do it. And remember what I said earlier, like, everybody has a job at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give you
Mhm.
money to get to college, right? And you're gonna do whatever it is, whether it's move schools here, change schools there, stay at your school, whatever. But if you don't get developed, they're not gonna play with you at that next level. They're going, all right,
Mhm.
we gotta get somebody else, because we have a this NFL, they have a show to put on.
Yeah.
No matter how you want to put it, right? People are coming in, filling the seats, and they gotta look a certain way. And if it don't, you're not gonna be there. You're
Yeah.
not gonna. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So I think that craze for athletes, and it's hard. You're not gonna be able to slow it down, right? Because as long as it's out
No.
there, that's what it's gonna be. I think that it does need. And I feel kind of crazy saying this too, because I love to see a man get paid, right? Um, but I think that it does need regulation. I think that there are rules and ethics that need to be put in place. But it's just so young, man. It's just so young, and we just got to see how it go. Every day I learn something new, or I hear a new horror story or something where I'm just like, man, it's really not to the benefit of the athletes, and it never was intended to be. To be honest,
No.
it never was. Yeah.
And see if you guys agree with me on this one. But I'm sick and tired of seeing a quarterback or a skill position player decide to hit the portal, and they don't come out and say it, but damn well behind the scenes, they're looking for X amount of dollars.
Hmm.
Okay. And they're an unproven commodity. They haven't even been the starter. They're the backup, but was a 4 or 5 star recruit coming out of high school. They're supposed to have a great arm. They're supposed to have great speed, whatever it may be. And they're holding out in the transfer portal to see who's going to pony up that dough. Now, in my
Hmm.
opinion, you haven't earned that yet. So why do you think you're worth that? How about you come here, show us you're worth that, then you get it. You earned it.
Hmm.
Don't come at me and say that you think you're worth this. Prove me that you're worth this, then we can talk. To me, I'm sick and tired of seeing some of these, I guess, lack of a better word, prima donnas being on a bench for a year or maybe coming in for mop up duty somewhere
Hmm.
and then decide to hit the portal after the season, but it's because they want this much money from it. Doesn't matter who, forget the loyalty.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who it is, but if they're going to pony up that money, why is the school going to do that shit when they haven't even proven anything?
I mean, I think I can't really like be mad at them because they paying it. They paying it. Somebody is grabbing them. You know, that's just what's going on. That's just the lay of the land, right?
Yep.
But so I could never really be like against a guy doing that, but just understand, hey man, if that's what's going on, that's where it's going in too. You know,
Yeah,
it's
hey,
like
for
it's
me, that came from the whole Notre Dame quarterback transfer fiasco that happened.
yeah.
Just kind of blows
You
me
gotta
away.
do something either way, like
Yeah.
regardless, you know? Yeah.
Kenny, I know I talked to you about NIL a lot, dude.
Yeah,
I still feel so fucking bad for you, dude.
it's a double-edged sword regarding NIL. Do I want it and think they should get it? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Should there be more regulation? Absolutely.
Yeah. Agreed.
But the reality of it, this is the cold hard fact of what's going on. And you've heard me say it time and time again, Brian. Everyone is just seeing what's been happening behind closed doors.
Thank you.
Right.
And now you don't have to sit out. For my first 2 years in Nebraska, colleges were calling me. Major colleges that you see compete for championships today, telling me to get out of Lincoln.
That probably threw the ball.
They're wasting your talent. You shouldn't be there. And this is from head coaches to ADs saying, get out of there. You shouldn't be there. So it's nothing new.
Yeah.
I agree with him.
It's nothing new. Now there's just money at play. Now, where my problem is case in point. Now the guy, then you're dealing with young guys and you put money in their face. So you're going to have them being wishy-washy with them, like the Notre Dame guy. Whatever.
Yeah.
My issue, only one I really had a problem with, well, a couple, is when they sign it and then pull that crap like the Washington quarterback, like the Duke quarterback. Because then, you messing it up for everyone else. Now you're playing the game. Or, excuse me, the guy who signed at Clemson was enrolled, and then who, I hate this, I dislike the dude, Dabo spoke about. Ole Miss was calling.
Yep.
Now, once you sign that contract, as far as that regard, you should be stuck with it.
Yes.
That wishy-washy is that type of stuff pisses me off.
They can only do that because it's not enough regulation though.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what they need to regulate that. Once that's done, it's done.
Yeah.
But as far as kids sitting there and wanting to get in and go somewhere that's been sitting and the school's willing to pay, can you fault the kid? No. Because now I'm going to go and make money and I might play. Now, because I look at it from the whole entire thing. I'm in a position at this young age to make money. Where else am I going to come out of that isn't sports related, making this off top? So we have to really look at that aspect of it. Getting your degrees and all that is fine and wonderful. That's what you work hard for. That's what you want. No one can ever take it for you. But when your ass get out of school, that's not the reality unless you're going into something specific. Well, we got doctors got to go to med schools, lawyers got to go law. You get what I'm saying? Unless you're going into something that's saying we're paying you this, you're going to be at the bottom, especially when you're an athlete at a middle tier to lower tier, working your way up. Because one of the things they're going to say is you don't have the work experience.
Yeah.
Trust me, I went through it with degrees, and I'm working with people who didn't have them, and they're telling me, unless you're going into something that's manual labor, let's just keep it real because they're paying more. But when you go into other stuff, quote unquote, business field, you're going to be making with this person a little bit more. But I'm sitting there saying, you telling me my degree matters, but I'm only such and such more than them. But now you're telling me I can make 300,000, 400,000 for a couple years, couple million, but you just think $100,000. That's not chump change. And you're telling me I can make more than that over some years. And if I'm smart and if I have people around me that's responsible, but you're dealing with kids and say, hey, you manage this like, because you're still getting scholarship check. You manage this like you're living on $15,000 a year. Don't go buy this. Don't go buy that. So when I'm done, I have a nest egg. Just think about this. If I'm at $300,000 a year for 4 years or whatever, plus a little endorsement, by the time I get, if I didn't go early, I'm damn to have $1 million.
Yeah.
I mean, let's put that in perspective. So it goes back to me saying, I get why they do it. I understand. School and the family got to pay them.
Yeah.
But at some point, if this is what you want to do, you have to perform. Not saying they weren't performing at the other school, because like I said, we know the game. We know that sometimes coaches will say, this is my guy, more wait your turn. It eliminated the wait your turn time. Kids don't want to hear that shit now.
Yep.
That's why Nick Saban had such a hard time in Alabama.
But that's just messing them up too.
Yeah,
yep.
I'm not sitting here dealing with this, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here because you got this dude and he waited behind this dude that I got to sit here. I mean, and like I said, people forget that's why what it was in Nebraska. Some of us could have played. It was like, yeah, kind of wait your turn because he had to wait behind. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We would be like, hey, bro, no. And like I said, people understand how many of us tried to leave and wanted to leave. And we were winning. So, I mean, you hear about it on the, let's say, the professional level. Dudes making millions of dollars saying, trade me.
Yeah.
So you think kids not going to have that same mindset?
Yeah.
Of, I got to get out of here. And I'm going to make more money. I don't blame them, but they need to regulate it, man.
Big
time. They need to regulate it more as far as what they're able and unable to do. And then it'll be under control. Still pay them or do what you do in NIL. And it'll be better. But regulation is a must because players have been getting paid under the table forever. SEC has been doing it forever. We knew that. If nothing's changed. We knew those guys were driving certain cars and this and that and getting this when I was at Nebraska. Nothing has changed. I mean, you get what I'm saying? We know the boys was down there chilling with Uncle Luke in Miami and what's going on down there. Because guess what? Guess who's with Uncle Luke every year at the Orange Bowl? And who sent a limo to pick us up? Uncle Luke picked up the Nebraska boys, my dogs from Nebraska. And we picked it up because the Orange Bowl is around his birthday. And we
oh my God.
So we were at the Rolex. We were at all of that. We was there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing new. It's nothing new, dog.
And I want to see how much the times had changed really quick as far as scholarships go. Kenny, what was the very last amount that you got paid from your scholarship per month?
$438.
Okay. D, how about yourself?
Oh, when I first got to college, that's probably about right. I was getting like $400. But then by the time I left, though, it was probably like $1,500.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But my first year, it was still like $438. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And ours was a little lower at Nebraska. But ours was a little lower in Nebraska. I can tell you why. Only reason ours was around 400 and something because other schools got about 700, maybe 8.
Damn.
Ours was a little lower because we ate at the training table twice a day, and they deducted that out.
Yeah, we did too. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we ate twice a day. So we either had lunch. So you got two options. You can either eat breakfast and then dinner, or lunch and dinner. But
skip breakfast.
Either way, they took it out. Yeah. So they
took
it out.
So we had three meals though. We had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And plus the 438. So I guess that probably was the extra. Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all had all that other stuff. We just had lunch.
Oh my God. All right. So real quick, before we get out of here, we're about at that 50-minute mark. I don't want to keep anybody too long on a Sunday. It's just a dick thing to do. So going forward, D, I mean, year 3 for Rule didn't quite turn out like what everybody was hoping for, the magical year 3 for Rule.
Mm-hmm.
But going forward, do we still have the faith in him? Can he get this thing right?
Oh well, I thought year 3 was well on his way. I know he took a tough loss early to Michigan, and then I know that USC game we was pretty much in control of that game before Dylan get hurt.
The blackout.
Yeah, and then beyond that, you get new guys in there, and you got to find things that really fit their play style because now you got 2 very different quarterbacks and. Just beyond that, just having the team really rally around these guys and just find ways to win with a new guy at the helm, But I think, honestly, that was the best ball that we've played as a team in a long time. regardless of how it ended up finishing. I know for me personally, I would have wanted us to win the bowl game. I know that wasn't necessarily
Yeah.
up to everybody's expectation, but I strongly believe Coach Rule is that guy.
Thank God.
Um, and I'm excited to see how it continues to progress for sure. I think that this year will come with its own challenges for sure. But man, I'm behind Coach Rule for real for sure. Like just being able to listen to him speak, some of the coaching decisions that he's made, the things that how committed he is to the program.
Yeah.
Even just because I visited there while my brother was there most recently, and then just seeing the new facilities, and then just seeing how they basically really maximized their potential for what the program could be, right? And just being able to try to come in every day and fill that bucket. Whether it's one drop at a time or some days maybe they got a whole cup to fill it with. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely believe Coach Rule is the guy to get it done. He's very committed to the job as well as trying to put Nebraska back on the national pedestal that it belongs on. Um, and yeah, man, I got nothing bad to say about Coach Rule, man. Coach Rule, he getting it done, man. I gotta run up there sometime this off season and chop it up with him, talk to him about a few things. But yeah, for sure. I think it's headed. We headed for better days for sure.
Oh hell yeah, yeah! If you make that run up here, hit me up.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll get that what we talked about set up. Hopefully there.
For sure. For
That'd
sure.
be awesome.
Yeah.
So it real quick. I mean, it had to warm your heart this last season is the way the secondary was. I mean, they were like your Instagram name is flights delayed, dude.
Hmm.
They were locked down for most of the season. I mean, 2 or 3 games they might have gotten exposed a little bit, especially against Utah there. But
Hmm.
damn, I mean, nothing you could really do about that. That quarterback was on point that day. It was just his day. It really
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. Yeah. It
He
was.
could do no wrong. Could do no
Mhm.
wrong. So it was nice to me to see that secondary play the way they did. I kind of wish the D line would have played more the way they played the season before, because that would have been
Mhm.
one hell of a complete defense. My
Mm-hmm.
God, that would have been a scary, probably top 5 defense. That might have been one of the best I'd seen since maybe '09. My God, that would have been nuts. But yeah, it was nice to see the secondary play the way they were. I mean, it had to warm your heart to see them ball out the way they did. Now we gotta really reload in those positions on defense. We lost a lot. We lost a lot.
Yeah.
That's okay. Like you said, I got faith in the coaching staff as well. I
Hmm.
really do. I mean, you hear things here and there, but all in all, I've still got the faith.
Hmm.
I never lose it. Look, even in Frost's final hours, I still had faith. I mean, I'm a Husker fan. I'm never ever going to abandon my team. Period.
Hmm.
I'll be
Yeah.
behind whoever's at the helm. I will support whoever's on the team. I just can't help it. That's just the way I am.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I don't care who they're. I'm gonna support them, and hey, the players that's there right now trying to change their life, play their hearts out. I'm gonna support them, man. And every listen, the national championship was Monday, Tuesday. I was drinking the Kool Aid already. This all year. This all year.
Oh man,
Regardless, I don't care. Don't
D,
tell me nothing else. This all year.
you messed up giving me your phone number, dude. Because you can ask Kenny. I can be damn right annoying when it comes to talking Husker football, dude. Damn right annoying.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
keep it fun. I'll never like message you like at 3 in the morning or anything like that. That's for damn sure. So don't ever worry about that.
Oh man, listen. You got a friend in me. Let's do
I appreciate that, Woody. Buzz over here. Good deal.
it.
All right. So, what do you think, Kenny? You want to bounce on out of here, get our Sunday rolling, I guess?
Yeah, let that man go work on his craft, man. You probably
Yeah.
taking a day off. You decap, you in Florida?
Yeah.
Back
Hmm.
home? Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, I'll be checking out your videos, man. You be posting, seeing you out there working hard, man. It's good, man. Just always know, man, we're proud of you guys, man. Everybody, just like you're proud of the guys coming in now. We might not get the results all the time, but it's always Nebraska and Husker love to one another. So it's just always dope. And B, I never told Brian, but I met DeCap, him and Mo Wash when I was there back in what was that, 19 Scott year when I went to Michigan State game. They were walking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were walking in the they were going into the where we used to walk out from the stadium. So where y'all was going into on the north side of the stadium, that you remember the academic thing used to be our old weight room. That's why it's so big. So where y'all were doing the academic, when you walked in the front from the west side, once you pass those doors, that used to be the whole weight room to the left. So when you go up the stairs, no, that was all the weight room. So him and Mo Washington was walking. I was like, "What's up, man? How y'all doing?" I had just out of that my nephew Eric Lee. I don't know if DeCap but I used to babysit E Lee when he was a little dude.
Yeah.
Me and his dad is line brothers.
E Lee, that's my boy.
Yeah, and his dad is line brothers. So I was like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "What's up, man?" Okay, so what's up, bro? And they were cool. And I'm like, "Them some cool little dudes, man." So yeah, man, just proud of them. Saw it. I know I was on the phone texting when you got your first pick with Mama Kim Shell Pepper. I actually talked to her yesterday for about 30 minutes. So I know she was happy. She was like, "Yes, he finally got it. He finally got his interception." I'm like, "Oh, yeah." She's like, "Yeah, we've been waiting for it." So
yeah, man, that thing was running from me.
Yeah, so he was like, yeah. So I was like, "Well, that's good stuff, man." So proud of you, bro. Good stuff, man. And appreciate what you're doing, man. But you got it, man. Just keep working.
Yes, sir.
Don't give up. Because like I said earlier, and I know a lot of people give up when certain stuff happened to them, when they're trying to play in the league and stuff going on, they're getting chances, and it's a business. And sometimes the outside noise can make you think you're not good enough, but they don't understand it's a business. You were hurt. They can't do anything with what you hurt.
Yeah, right.
They got to bring somebody in. It's not college where you have 3 or 4 people behind. It's, hey, I got to get somebody in. People don't understand it's who we're playing this week. Hey, we might have to release this person because we need an extra receiver, bring this person up the squad. They don't analyze that. They just think, oh, he didn't make it, or oh, he's not. Nah, it's a business. So that's why it goes back to me saying, when people are playing and consistently playing, are getting a chance to get back and forth, and you've accomplished what a lot of people would give their legs and arms to do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't see that. So to see you keep going and doing what you're doing, you do it till you can't do it no more. And you try to keep going until you can't do it no more. So that way, when you're done, bro, and this is truth to life, that you can say, I gave it my all. I was able to accomplish this. And you walk away good with it.
Yeah.
It's just like me. When I was with the Giants and I got hit by them drunk drivers, and I tried for the next couple of years, and I had all these opportunities to sign with these teams, and I'm like, I can't make it through a camp if I'm sore for 2 weeks after doing these workouts.
Yep.
To where when I walked away, I was fine with it. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, I'm at peace with this decision. I'm not sitting here just saying, "Oh, this happened. I quit." And nah.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So I
So
mean,
you gave it your all.
Yeah. So good luck with that, bro. You go get on somebody and get your shine. So it's all good.
So appreciate that.
Yeah. Where's everybody gonna find you on social media, D?
Instagram, at _flights delayed. Also on Instagram at Bootle Blueprint.
Yep.
Facebook at DiCaprio Bootle. Twitter at DiCaprio Bootle.
Yeah, you kept it pretty damn easy on most of them, man.
Yeah, man. I'm a simple guy. Simple guy.
Yeah, when I was looking you up, I asked you if you're on Facebook, and then I quickly looked you up right after I asked it. I was like, oh, yeah. I already sent the friend request. Shit. Okay. I was like, man, not a lot of people, especially your age, D, got Facebook, man. It's like meant for people like my age, Kenny's age.
Yeah.
A lot of the younger generations.
When I was in high school, I was just trying to get recruited. So I was like, man, wherever a coach can reach me, I'm gonna make it. So
there you go.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's funny. We get high school kids that follow our podcast account on Twitter that are like for the 28, 29 class. And I'm like, it makes me wonder if they're doing that because they think that a lot of people see us. But honestly, if folks go look at our numbers, a lot of people don't see us. Just just a little behind the scenes.
How many people see you on average?
During the season, we at least get about 100 views per video.
Okay.
At the minimum.
Okay.
The off season, honestly, lucky if we hit the 100 mark.
All right, but
it does depend on the guest. So I would look for this one to definitely jump past 100, dude.
But think about this though, right? If we was just in a circle talking and walking, and 100 people was following us, we wouldn't think that was like a lot of people.
That'd be weird.
It would be it would be too much people, right?
Yeah, that'd be way too much.
Right.
Way
so
too much for me.
All right, so 100 is a lot.
Dude, there you go. That positive vibe, man. That positive outlook. That made me feel a hell of a lot better, D. Thanks, man.
and listen, long as in life, man, I'd be talking about these 10-year plans. If you ain't willing to wait 10 years for it to be the biggest, then don't do it. Don't do it. So yeah.
I like that
story.
We're getting close to that mark, Kenny. I think we're on year 7 or 8. So we got to get it moving, and we have been. So we've definitely gone farther than where we started. So all right, let's get the hell out of here, everybody. Let's go enjoy our Sunday. You know what to do. Do you know where to find the show? Twitter, Instagram at Husker Army Pod. Make sure to give us a like and subscribe on YouTube. Leave us a comment. Of course, if you get the chance, hop on over to shop.herdassports.com. Check out the merch. So I guess that's pretty much it. This was an awesome episode. D, I can't thank you enough for the time you took out of your Sunday to join us, man. This was a fun conversation. I had a blast. So, all right, guys, you know where to find myself, Kenny. You know where to find DiCaprio Bootle, former Husker Blackshirt, and of course Super Bowl champion. I've got to throw that in there every time. So I mean, I'd brag about it every time if it was me. So that'd just be me. I'd be wearing that ring right now. I wouldn't even care. So, all right, guys, you know where to find everybody and everything. So I guess the last thing to do, Husker Army, Husker Nation, at ease, you're all this.